Hi everyone, today I wanted to introduce to you the Entrepreneur Consulting Blueprint, the very thing which is used by Vic Traces and Siddharth, my mentors, to create multiple $1 million revenue. And this one, I have modeled it for working professionals in order to keep their job and still have their income streams flowing. We all as working professionals have a lot of domain knowledge, and we also have good idea of how the internet is proliferating and creating a lot of potential for us to create additional sources of income. Going with the exact model, what I've done is I have tried to model first as working professional, try to be an internal consultant by being an entrepreneur, solving a business problem in the organization and trying to refine our power skill, and then take it from one-to-one consulting in the organization to group consulting to a community consulting level, and then take this entire thing outside through social media and then create a lead magnet, get your leads, nurture them, and try to get into a business model outside by giving them a one-to-one consulting, then moving up to a group consulting and to the community consulting. If you're interested to get into this, probably you have to stay tuned. I'll just show you the exact model and walk you through the entire steps now. Well, if you see on the left side, we have entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurs are like business people who work for the organization, right? So we all know that we want to work in certain area or scope of work which is closer to our heart. We call that as niche. A niche is where we want to serve in. As a working professionals, I will unfold to you more than 100 niches later on, but just to get your reference, one of them could be a project management as a domain, or maybe a consulting or coding. Anything that could entice you could be one of those niches. Okay, then you got to find out in this what's your power skill, the one which comes very natural to you. You become unstoppable, and that which something which you have been honing it for several years. Probably that's your power skill. We have a method to even decode your power skill. And then once you understand your area of work and your strength, then you try to find what business cases that you can solve in your organization to create an impact for your businesses. All right. And then you got to execute that project by convincing the stakeholders, taking the team together, having the budgets. And then once you have realized this project, we got to get into a closure. Closure is to recheck whether we have achieved the business case that we aspired for. Are our stakeholders happy? Did we hit all the milestones? Did we overrun the budget, or are we within the budget? All these checks are done and we do a proper closure. And then we become an internal influencer, because now you got a business model running. And then once you do it multiple times, we already got our strength in as an entrepreneur. And this is more a one-to-one consulting. The moment you find more people like you and try to groom them, you become a group consultant inside the organization. All right. Then once you try to nurture them in the area of your strength and try to cascade it at a larger level, then you can get into community consulting, where you can actually take a backseat, and there are people who will automatically take it forward, driving this further. This exact model which I have done as an agile coach in the project management, and brought it to a business case and executed, starting from one-to-one, where I used to do the problem solving. Later, I've trained many to become agile coaches in the organization. Now we have done more than hundreds and hundreds of cases inside the organization. It's moved to a community consulting model. You understand? This is the exact model which we will then take outside. We will get into an entrepreneur model. Entrepreneurs are people who have a job, but also can make influence and income outside their salary, right? So how do we do that? I have decoded and made a model called VishWin. So V stands for vision. And when you have your vision and mission clear, why you want to do this more than just income is when it starts to move. And then you got to innovate. All the business models out in the market are just copycats, and that's why it doesn't work. For example, I've created this Entrepreneur Consulting Blueprint, which is completely original in thought. All them modeled from my other consultants and my mentors. once you start innovating, which is about how you want to conduct your business, or how you want to coach people, or how you want to consult, then you get into building the systems around it. And you start up with just doing smaller MVPs. At times it may form, it may wind up sometimes. So that's where it comes to warm up or wind up. And then you create an impact influence once this model really starts to kick off. So between 2 to 4, you will have a lot of iterations, and then comes the impact and influence in the 5th stage. Then you are actually a next gen professional, and welcome to the nexus of people. Okay. So the ultimate aim is to refine ourselves and bring to a level where we can be independent of our income from salary, to an influencer as an entrepreneur, where you have your own vision and mission, and you have systems in place to drive your business. And as well, in entrepreneur, you will move from a one-to-one consulting, helping 1 or 2 people at a time, to a group consulting, where you commonly solve problems or similar problems for a group of people. And then from there, you create communities which will be actually helping each other to solve bigger problem, realizing that bigger vision that you have casted for yourself and for others. This is how the Entrepreneur Consulting Blueprint operates, and this gets launched. And to give you more refined input, here you go. So first part is called the vision and innovation part is called get. And then the setup part starts from internalizing it, setting systems, and warming up is set. And then from warming up to impact to creating a next gen professionals for others and for yourself is called the grow part. Get, set, grow is how it works. All right. And now if I have to give you a deeper look at how this thing works, as an entrepreneur, you pick up a niche and make a Poweskill, and then work on a business case, execute that project, and get the business outcome, say in a 60 days period, okay, within your own organization, with the resources that are there in the organization. Then you got to get into an entrepreneur model, where you have to put in some money in order to create traffic from various social media accounts, from YouTube, Meta, and LinkedIn, and drive them to a traffic to your website, a landing page, where you have created an offer, and take the lead through a webinar, or nurture through emails, writing copies, giving them massive value, and over a time they convert, come to your webinar, understand your model, and then get into a one-to-one consulting. And from there, one-to-one consulting, you move them to group coaching and to community coaching. This is how the model works. There are 2 parts left: entrepreneur, moving on to extrapreneur. And if you see the difficulty also in the get part is orange, which is you will have a lot of learning and perturbation, and then you have to do a lot of hard work to get the systems up. And the final part is grow, when you see your dreams actually coming true. If you're really interested more about it, I am for a limited period conducting a one-to-one coaching for people to understand their niche and power skill. I want you to sign up right now and join. There are limited slots. I have a limited bandwidth as well, to help you all have roaring success. I wish you very good luck, and do not forget to sign up and all the freebies that I've actually given here in my landing page. Pick them up. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Signing off, Vishwa Mohan. Bye-bye.